Hey folks, how are you? How's my beautiful people out there? Oh my good old friends out there in Carol. And up, I'm just trying to play with this thing. Maybe it looks like a cell phone holder. Yes, it does. Anywho, folks, I just want to come out here and say a little message. Once again, in nature, and show my gratitude and my attitudes, everything, because, well, I just want to thank all the tarot readers once again, and I can't say it enough, folks, because I'm trying to clear this energy because, geez, I didn't think I was this important, right? I mean, the spiritual Betty had a great message yesterday, and I just want to give her props because she's like, oh, you play with pretty much make a long story short one, folks, because we're not trying to do this for clout or fame or any of that because I don't even want your money. I just want people to be enlightened. That's how humble pie I am because I could care less about all of it because I'm here guided to do spiritual enlightenment for folks everywhere. Okay. And I do it. I'm the foot soldier that walks around the street yelling in suburban neighborhoods in the middle of wherever. Oh, awake people, just, little guided messages like a disciple label, whatever, Earth angel. Now that I truly know my core and all my little hurts and my feelers and why I used and all this healing I've done throughout my life. And the spiritual Betty is you just don't like get to be somebody you want to be because they're more of the light and this and that. No, you got to go through fuck story, shit show, fuck story, shit show after shit show, fuck story people to be enlightened, to come up out of the dirt like the Virgo goddess said a couple months back. God bless her too. She's another, and the Moon Tarot, Mama Becca, the love therapist. Geez, girl, I know you're just like, holy sweet Jesus, I wish this would be. But she takes over readings because she's a tarot card reader of the dark. So she likes to play little magic tricks. And like the spiritual baddie said today, is like, hey, you want to play with dark? There's consequences. You make a deal with the devil, he's coming. It's about knowing, folks, the balance of the light and the dark. Real simple, layman's terms, no labels, just like right and wrong, like God says, you know. Whereas I shall not take a child's innocence in the Bible. Okay, of the 18th commandment, God says that should be the first one. And I'm not out here to toot my own tutor or whatever you want to call, because I was just living in the dark too for a long time, but I never tried to have karmic vengeance on anybody because they did me wrong. I just said I'd give it to my spirit guides and let them handle it. And I'm coming to find out karmatics, metaphysics, and serendipitous full circle shit that comes around serendipitously at a fuck nowhere in the middle of fuck. I prefer my karma instant, folks. Yeah, like my ramen. Not out of fucking nowhere 3 days later in the middle of a cornfield in Sheboygan or Sheboggins or wherever. When it rains, it pours, folks. Oh, sweet Jesus Marie. Anyways, I just try to be funny too because God's enlightened me and he put and you guys sort of said they put me in like this honor-ish thing. And they do because when I go out to the clubs, and I don't care, I'm a little old, whatever. Everybody get their groove on. Dance. Make ceiling sweats, hippity hop. Anyways, God bless it, right? So I do a lot of things. I don't care about your money, your credit score. God wishes there wasn't a credit score, because then you wouldn't have to one up your neighbors. And who wants to one up your neighbors when you got scorecards? Just saying, folks. Simple shit. We seem to get a little twisted. Okay. It's just black and white. And I forgive old girls, so don't come at me with no magic tricks with my ID stolen. And by the way, I'm a Cancer. So, and I was born on an eclipse in 1973 at 6:13 in the morning. All right, let's do the astrological starseed. Okay, so just so you guys know a little about me. Well, it's not about me, folks. It's all about you folks believing within, and the wisdom and the light isn't inside you. Oh, look, I got the power and light. Again, little example, power and light's inside of you. And you can have your own independence. Real simple. You know, but no, we got to be all up in everybody else's Kool-Aid. And I'm not saying, you know, your wooden spoon. We're saying all flavors with your forearm up in there, mixing it around for no reason. That's extra. Who wants extra? I don't. I'm good. I mean, we got enough extra on our plate because we create our own little fuck stories, our own little dismissals because we're out of balance, folks. It's real simple. Like, so I just once again said I'm trying to clear the air so everybody gets clarity because I'm a tarot reader, a pendulum worker, light worker, spiritualist, divine being, actual, the real of the real that's doing the leg, foot soldier work because I'm bored because, well, I work. I don't work 9 to 5. I work from whenever God tells me to work. That's because I'm divine because I do, and I'm single because, well, I choose to just, you know, and I love women and all that. But there's a balance with all that, folks. I never thought, homegirl, if you saw my video the other day or yesterday, so we all have clarity. I'm hoping she didn't keep. I saw her keep my ID. I knew exactly where it was. She wants to play charades and then kick me out 5 a.m. Christmas morning last Christmas in Sheboygan, New Jersey. Okay, that's cool. I gotta go because you're a tribe. Oh yeah, you wacky woo woo woo. And I thought I was crazy. No, I'm motherfucking shit back crazy, but I, you know, it's all balanced. You know, I've been in 2 fights in my life scorecard, whatever. I'm not a fight, I'm a peace. Loving, and God forbid. See, God says, you know what? Love all these women the right way. Show them how to be loved properly by a man with no hitting women either. God should have that too on the scorecard of thou shalt not one up the neighbors with thou shalt not beat up the wife, thou shalt not put hands on a woman, thou shalt not take a woman's whatever because you're a strongly man of whatever. Because your ego narcissist ass got in the fuck way. Hey, folks, newsflash. Have you ever thanked your wife? Or said, thanks, honey, for doing everything little extra I seem to forget about. You know, and I'm single, but I just have family members that just like, you know, or moms that never get enough appreciation. Wow, and it's backside. It's upside down, folks. And it's how you want to see it. You know, it's a balance with relationship, kids, equal give and take, layman's term stuff, dude. People's, okay, just like stick figure drawing flip books with an occasional pop-up. Like real simple, you know, this is what we know. Just saying, folks. And if you want to believe in Earth Angel juggernauts, intergalactic beings from space that bleed the same blood that are human as just you and I, who've been through the ringer and back and finally discovered, well, I'm that bright light, like all you light brights out there on YouTube. And I don't go on TikTok because, well, I got a little message for good old Elon. It's coming, folks, and it's going to be so real. It's like, oh, sweet Jesus. And it coming straight from the divine. And I'm not trying to one-up him. I don't want his money, and I'm not a stalker. So, yuck, 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 and he's not that important because I didn't think I was this important until just recently when I pulled my head out of my ass, cell phoneously, finger fucking my phone, not paying attention to the small things in life, but do, and then balance in everything with your phones and your glut and your butt and your Insta glut and your fucking Amazon gluts stuck in your brick and mortar stores when God says we could evolve and be better human mankind of the humanitarian of the better race, but no, we're too busy not being balanced. And, you know, thank Mother Earth too. Thank your mom, thank your wife, thank your grandma, thank you for all the little extra shit she did for you that you don't probably see. That because your head's up your ass because you're too worried about money, greed, and glut. Ooh, shit in Jesus. Thank you, Lord, for this beautiful message. And I just want this message to reach everybody because God's not playing, folks. He loves everybody, forgives everybody. And why? You think God wants a scorecard? No. He does not want scorecards, folks. He hates fucking scorecards. That's vindictive. And God says, well, he wishes it wasn't like your scorecard credit score with your house and that. Down, you're one up in your neighbors. But it doesn't have to be like that, folks. We choose because God just has so much empathy. And I pray for all these people to wake and heal, because there is so much that we could evolve from, and we evolved to brick and mortar stores, Amazon gluts. With your side order of, I don't have to leave the house now, I got Instaglut in my butt. I'm just saying, folks, just balance is, and it's like yin and yang, good and bad, dark and evil, light and dark, simple white. All lives matter, God says. You're not the judge. He doesn't even want to judge the jurisdictions of being judged. Don't fear God, love God. God has agape love, priceless love for everybody, and you want to sit here and put him on some pedestal in the church when God says you don't even have to go to church, because he knows all the bullshit behind those scenes. And they're fucking tithe to yourself, give to you, give within. I wouldn't trade this mission. I signed up for this contract. Now I put all the pieces together in my puzzle jigsaw that God's blessed me over time, never lost sight. And I was in the pits of the disgust with my glut. Okay, folks, like you couldn't rewrite my script flipper and my true story and my real life. All 4-letter words. Oh, that's another little Bob Bonnick, folks. Oh, the Bob Bonnick for today is flip script flipper. How many times has the Bible been flip script? God wants to know, it's changed, rearranged, molecules, there, thus, these, us. We're going to put this chapter over here. We're going to take that, dissect it, and make it called Job. But there's a lot of true points, God says in that Bible. But this is like, take it with discernment. Just like everything else, balance that. Don't think you're holier than they are, like Joel Osteen and got a house and can't help the homeless. Oh, Jesus, gosh. I would hate to answer for that in front of the Lord. And God says, that's between me, him, and all the chomos. Because see, folks, really, I got something on just child's innocence being taken. I was like, okay, God, I'm about to snipe them out, but I can't. I got you. Don't worry. I got all the... I'll just pluck them out of the sky. Oh, God. I was like, okay, God, I'll just let you handle it at that point. But really, I really disgust with the child's innocence. And that's not even the commandment. That's it. It's like, you don't have to be organized to go and have your own divinity with the Lord. You go at him like John 3:16 and take me like your begotten son in a cornfield coming off of tar, heroin, whatever. No one else out there besides me and a bunch of fruit roll-ups. I felt like one because I was stuck to my van and the flies were extra all buzzing around my head. Whatever. He said, boom, took away. I said, yeah, okay, God, I had enough of this whole life. No. He wouldn't let me know. He said, okay, take away that restless leg syndrome. Good night. Slept for 3 days, woke up refreshed, and I found out my van had air conditioning. Right. Okay, great. Little stories like that. Now I also got off of this 3-decade thing that I had to do that with the dirty of the, oh God, the Chardonnays. I don't know. We're not going to get too many involvements with that because I suffered from ADHD. And when I had ADHD in the 80s, they didn't even have a name for it, like a stereotype, okay? They just had Ritalin. And my mom was like, no. So when I followed the Grateful Dead, the University of the Grateful Dead, loved you, Jerry, and then to the underground raves, I found Speed and Me. I was like, oh, God, Jesus, this is where, like, from the street, though, from the butt and the glut, and all about that world. Okay, folks? For days stuck like Chuck. Oh, Piccadilly snail trails of pillaging other people's stuff. Now they just steal all your shit, and the homeless steal from the homeless. And it's just like, oh, God, Jesus. It's not the matter. It's right and wrong, folks. It's not what you stole. It's how you went about it. Okay, knowing right from wrong and being an adult, just like the spiritual baddie calling it. Okay, I don't know what the name of the video is, but I got mad love for all of you folks. And this is my appreciation for you guys. Maybe some clarity on why can't we get this air clear? And I know the terrorist is just, I feel your energy, girl, and you live here, I live in Sheboygan. It's not like, we're like that chime. Priceless, just like me and girl in New Jersey. And then I got all those downloads, folks, and it was one after another through my dream journal experience, my tarot reading experience. When I was gifted, no kidding, folks, no kidding. I couldn't make this up. In Colorado Springs, 3 weeks apart, one tarot deck right there in front of my apartment. I was doing laundry, right, in this complex, right? Okay, so 3 weeks later, whatever, scorecard goes by, and it's a Del Toro deck that's okay right there in Garden of the Gods and in the Springs, right there in front of my path. Like it fell from the sky, just like a two gift. And yeah, somebody stole it. Anyway, nah, I gave them away, whatever. It was the principle of how they were in my path. 2 tarot decks. So someone knew, or the divine just dropped those out. And when I was just at times in my life where no one, yeah, I give negative 180 fucks, really, but I care so much that I give you my left shoe off my left hole because I'm not bitter. I don't hold resentments. Those were all beautiful learning lessons. You can't buy this in a grocery store shelf, folks. Can't buy another one of you out there in spiritual land, the divine, the earth angels that really are true and real. Okay, juggernauts, intergalactic, beings of light. Because at 50, I could still move crowds and dance and throw shit and have a good time and talk shit out the side of my neck and have a great time. Because I take my spirit guides and my ancestors out because they tell me to go dance and get it all out. And then everyone in the club is like, what in the fuck? Is this guy dancing or is he standing still? Is he moving or am I just standing still and not dancing? Wait, I think I'm dancing and then I'm standing still. Holy sweet. It's fun time, folks, and I'm not all that. I'm not trying to do this for clout or your money or any of that. God's telling me to do this. I do what God tells me. God forbid I disobey his channel of light. Oh, God, please. After he saved me, how many times in my life? NDEs, things people have never been through in their lives due to my choices, but I see the light now, folks. Thanks to the mercy, the love, the agape, priceless, that God says, don't fear God, love God. He's a loving God. I'd fear the devil. He has agape, priceless shit love for you, folks. That's all I got, folks. Peace, love, and contentment. And I'm still going to put these videos, even though probably haters are going to hate on this, but it's okay because the message got to get out somehow, and the clarity for all you tarot readers need some understanding, some answers to why is the air so stagnant or the energies, okay? Because everybody and their sisters are feeling this cancer. Holy shit and pizzas, like for real, folks. Thank you. Okay, and the divine, my spirit guides are guiding me to tell you folks that you're all on the right path and you're doing well, and you're not doing this for yourselves, and you're doing it for the common good of the collective and the spiritualists and the soothsayers and whatever label you want to call each other, but we're all metaphysics with quantum inside of us and thinking outside of boxes, and that's where we don't want to get stuck, folks. Jesus has got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. Yeah, God cusses, by the way. He has Oppenheimer's. Peace, love, and contentment. And hopefully this reaches the right folks that need to see an enlightening message because, well, times are turning and you feel the energy in the air, folks, because it's pretty strong. Please leave a comment. Please subscribe. I don't want your money. I'm just out here doing this for knowledge, wisdom, and insight. A little, hey, let's think about ourselves in balance and take 2 seconds for us. And what's that look like for us? All right. Peace, love. Everybody get your groove on. Peace.